Let me just say, thank God that I saw the live stream Q&A before watching this movie, because had I not, I probably would have been way more confused. Gotta love special early screenings. So, Megalopolis is a brand new sci-fi drama film from household name director Francis Ford Coppola. The film stars Adam Driver, Natalie Emmanuel, Aubrey Plaza, Lawrence Fishburne, Giancarlo Esposito, and Shia LaBeouf. A conflict between Caesar, a genius artist who seeks to leap into a utopian idealistic future, and his opposition, Mayor Franklin Cicero, who remains committed to a regressive status quo, perpetuating greed, special interests, and partisan warfare. So in a nutshell, imagine if ancient Rome took place in a more advanced modern day America and everyone talks like they are in a Shakespeare stage play, and truth be told, I actually kind of like the movie. First off, the biggest thing in this movie is the world of Megalopolis. The world of Megalopolis feels so massive, vibrant, and overall a triumphant utopia. In this world, the technology and the medicine is so advanced that you could literally get shot in the face. Not only would you survive, but the scar tissue would heal at such a rapid pace that after days go by, it looks like nothing ever happened to you in the first place. Everything about the world building in this movie was so refreshing. And to complement the world building, the visuals and the production are actually pretty good. I would argue at least 80% of the visuals are great. The other 20% does look cheap, but you know, hey, whatever. But regardless of where the rest of the budget went, the movie as a whole is a spectacle to gaze your eyes upon. The production highlights so many great moments in this movie. Everything from the Coliseum event at Madison Square Garden to moments of Caesar losing his shit. All of those great moments looked amazing. The performances in this movie were all around incredible. Every single actor and actress had a moment to shine in this movie. But the biggest standouts, in my opinion, was Shia LaBeouf and Aubrey Plaza. If you've seen any Aubrey Plaza project, you know what's bound to come. Aubrey Plaza brings in that comedic, slightly awkward, I don't give a fuck mentality in this movie, and it works perfectly. And then you have Shia LaBeouf, who plays this absolute provocative degenerate, who hates Caesar more than Eddie Brock hates Peter Parker. Not gonna lie, this might be one of my favorite Shia LaBeouf performances. And he's given a lot of great performances in his career, but this one, we might have to put this one in the top 10. I think my biggest takeaway with this movie are the themes of political conflict. We see in this movie how Caesar wants to create this utopia where the average everyday people, including the poor and the middle class, can thrive just as much as the rich. And then you have Mayor Franklin Cicero, who wants to focus on the high-end businesses. He wants to focus on the enterprises, and of course, focus on what's doing best for the rich only. Even if that means the lower class suffers, he doesn't care. And boy howdy, Francis Ford Coppola could not have dropped this movie at a more perfect time. Yeah, things are looking a little scary over here in the States, but we're not finna get into that. I know there are going to be people who are going to disagree with the politics of this movie. But the thing is, I don't think this movie is trying to make the people pick sides. I think the movie just wants us to all come together and find some sort of common ground where we can all thrive and grow. We can end homelessness. We can provide better medicine and technology. Hell, we can provide better educational resources to all Americans, regardless of class. And I think that is the only way we could create this perfect utopia, by coming together. And that is just what I believe, but unfortunately, what I believe is not a reality. And it's crazy because this movie has a lot of symbolism too. For example, there is a scene where this statue, which I believe is supposed to represent liberty and justice, is crumbling down, and you see how it's chained down to the streets and can't get up. And that's kind of showing how broken this world is, despite being a visual spectacle. As far as my problems with this movie, I do feel like the story kind of lacked a little bit of cohesion and consistency at times. I kind of failed to understand what were the purpose of those small scenes and how did that really impact the overall main story. Because there were some scenes in this movie that kind of lacked a bit of relevancy. Maybe my tiny, wet little noodle brain couldn't figure out the purpose of those small scenes, but I don't know. The second act does have some pretty bad pacing issues. Now, even though I didn't find the second act to be boring, I found it rather intriguing. I can definitely see some folks saying that they found the second act to be dull. But in the end, y'all, Francis Ford Coppola delivers a brand new film that is going to be divisive for a lot of people, but you have to look at it from like a movie-going standpoint. It is definitely one of the most interesting movies I've seen all year, without a doubt. But I do believe this movie has some level of importance. So, plugging Megalopolis. Into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Megalopolis. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What is your favorite Francis Ford Coppola film? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.